Pre-flight diagnostics beginning. Engines check. Weapon systems online. Shields 100%. Onboard computer operative. Diagnostics complete. Setting destination for adventure, standby. Warning, hangar bay doors opening. Everything is set. You are now clear for takeoff. Estimated arrival time, 5 minutes. And we are off. We'll make the jump once we've established connection with the rest of the fleet. Connection established. See you all at the Star Park. We've made it. Alright everyone. Let's get this party started.
Oh my goodness, hello everyone. Why am I looking way over here? Hello? Oh my goodness. Hi, where are my puppies? Hello, hello everybody. Happy Pizza Friday Eve. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal week so far. We are almost to the weekend. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I'm gonna relax and chill as best I can. Even though I still got the garage project to do on Saturday. But yeah, so we're here. We're going to be doing some art and chill tonight. I am the sleepy foxo. I mean, I guess that's nothing new recently. Mark, hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Oh my god, that's an amazing little heart. It looks like a heart. That almost looks like a heart container. I was gonna say a piece of heart, but then I was like, nah, dude, pieces of heart look different. How did your sleep change from Monday night turn out? Oh, it went, oh, that's right, Penna, that's right. So it went well, but then something crazy happened Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I got maybe an hour of sleep. I had like this allergy cough attack that happened like, well, it happened twice. The first one happened closer to midnight, and then the next one happened around 2 in the morning, and I was not able to get, the coughing was so bad that I actually injured my side. So like my right side is like really sore still. So I had gotten like an hour of sleep Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and I was like, I gotta call out to work because I don't feel safe driving anywhere on an hour of sleep. So I called out sick just for safety reasons, and then I slept for like 4 hours in the morning. So I had about 5 hours by the time afternoon came around, but I felt like a disaster. Dude, yes, this song, dude, I love this song. You had wolf and eye hours? Yeah, my body was, I was like, I don't feel normal. I definitely didn't like the feeling of being that out of it. Sorry. Oh no, it's okay, Mark. It's okay. It's actually a funny story now. Because I got a lot of rest last night. So I didn't want to risk it. So I don't think like changing up the what did my therapist call it, the sleep hygiene, I don't think that was the main reason. It was simply the allergic attack or the allergic reaction I was having. But last night I was like, okay, let me just go back to my normal routine, just so that, you know, we don't have a repeat of the night prior. So I did my usual thing. I nodded off to sleep, and it was pretty restful. I still feel like my body is trying to catch up from all of that craziness. But yeah, that makes sense though. I saw you on yesterday and was like, Is there some new school holiday? Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna take this day. I'm gonna just relax and rest. Speaking of relaxing and resting, I haven't committed to this yet. So I'm not. Well, I just said that I'm not committed, but I'm thinking of taking my therapist's suggestion on like maybe taking it easy for a week. So I'm contemplating maybe not streaming this coming up week, just to give myself like a mental reset. Because I was telling, you know, she was, I'm pretty much an open book. Like I just like words just fumble out of my mouth. But I was telling her like a lot has been on my mind, and she was mentioning like how, you know, rest is in fact something, you know, like she knows by now that I don't like giving my brain, that's a bad way to put it. My brain likes to be active, but in being active, there are moments where I put too much on my brain, where I'm not giving it enough of an opportunity to actually rest. So I've been thinking a lot about that this past couple of days. So I'm not completely committed to the idea of next week just yet, but I will make a decision sometime this weekend. And if I do, I'll make like I'll tag the IsSen Live ID. Get your rest, King. I know. You Zephyr and the therapist are probably right. I probably just need because I was telling her like, well, she was like, all right, well, what's been on your mind recently? And I was telling her, oh, you know, I'm doing this garage project, and then at work I'm working with administration to overhaul the school's website because it's just a complete disaster. So I've been developing all of that, visuals, mock-ups, workflows, tutorials on like if this all gets approved, I need to teach the team how to like update our site, and where to go about updating the site in general. So I've been doing all of that on top of my normal full-hour job, and then I come home and stream, and then in like literally every waking hour that I'm not playing a video game, I am literally thinking about Project Low. And like whether doing something for Project Low, contemplating about like ideas I have for Project Low, or having meetings with my developers, my dev team about Project Low. And then I also try to squeeze in some time for those streamers that need help with Sammy. And she's like, yeah, you've been doing a lot recently. That's not normal to like most people, what most people can handle. And I'm like, huh. Yeah, Panda, I've been going crazy in a good way with all of this stuff, but yeah, she's like, you probably, like, with what you're describing and like the constant fatigue and the stress that you have, it sounds like it's a culmination of like you not allowing your brain to actually like properly shut down and like just enjoy the moment. And she was like, this is probably why you've been having restless night sleeps, because you've trained your brain over this like multi-month period to like constantly be on, and like even your like sleep habits of what you're doing before you go to sleep is also contributing to like your brain being on even at the final moments before you go into sleep mode. Repeat last year at world record pace. I know, it's so bad. I think the hardest thing for me, oh god, this is, so the hardest thing about this like week-long break that was suggested is that I should probably also not work on Project Loaf stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's already hard enough thinking about like not streaming for a week, but not working on Project Loaf for a week? Oh, can this Panda, does this song still cause DMCA strikes on, why am I even, I should just like skip it. I love this song, but I know you're able to manage it, but you'll burn out hard if you don't. Yeah, that's what she was warning me about too. See, the Project Love stuff is gonna be hard. That's the thing that I'm like really struggling with, because I already feel behind schedule with Project Loaf, and I know there shouldn't be any schedule because this is a passion project, and like fluff it if we can't get it out this year. Like I know you guys will be more than happy with Mystery Box Mayhem, and like, you know, like, and I know that like I won't release it until it is actually worthy of you guys, like the quality of it is worthy of you guys. But yeah, dude, that's been my struggle. That's been my struggle this entire like Project Loaf situation. It's like I can do all this stuff, but I have to, and I'm glad my therapist reminded me of this. I have to remember that just because I have the time to do something doesn't mean it's the healthiest thing for the project. Like I also have to consider, like if I'm not doing mentally okay and I'm overtaxing myself, then the project is gonna suffer because of it, and I cannot afford the project to suffer. Like I absolutely will refuse to see this project suffer because you guys are so worth it. Beginner AI artist? I really don't. Like, I don't. CGI? CGI, I would say learn, my recommendation is, download Blender. Blender is a great free tool and asset to have. It does have a learning curve to it, but like it has the tools to create some pretty polished CGI scenes if you can learn. Anyways, let me so that hopefully that helps answer your question. Kiro, hi, how are you doing? That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure. Hustle culture has been so damaging to our mental health. We are all passively in fight or flight all the time, it seems. Working in education is bad about making it worse. You need no brain time. Gee, it's almost like they have a point. I'll play a hypothetical. Would you rather with you? Would you rather take a week off and you finish Project Loaf this year, or crash out like a Halo Warthog, or like me talking about the state of Destiny 2, not potentially finishing it this year? Yeah, see, Panda, you have a point. God, you have a point. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if I do it this week or next week. But my therapist, she definitely wants me to do it before our next meeting, just so that I have like a week of refresh. This. Hi Dark, by the way, hi. I wish to one day be able to afford going to therapy or basic needs. Mark, you'll get there. Deep Thought, hi, how are you doing? Panda is wise. See, this is why I go to Panda for feedback. Like, Panda is extraordinarily gifted at giving honest feedback. It is one of the myriad of reasons I treasure Panda. I'd say figure out your 3D modeling and lighting, and also as a word of advice, at least for the first streams, I'd be careful with accidental AI typos. You'll get the wrong reactions. Yeah. Like when somebody comes to me and is like, oh, like, do you know how to do AI art? And I'm like, no, but I can suggest to you guys, or to whoever's like asking, I'm like, I could suggest like some programs to help teach you how to do art, and then also like guide you to YouTube videos on like some really good tutorials on how to start doing art. Yeah. But I do know that yeah, there's a lot of reaction in the furry fandom about AI art. I dislike it personally, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna like lose my marbles over it. Because I don't know, I and you guys know my disposition. Like I'd rather explain why rather than just erupting on somebody, you know. Can you teach me how to use Grok? Pens, paper, and pencil. My employer wants us to force AI on students in class. That's a little concerning, Dark. I would rather keep AI out of the classroom, because like the biggest unintended consequence I can see from students having access to AI in the classroom is just like are they really going to be learning the subject at that point, or are they just going to ask? And this is why a lot of teachers don't allow students to have calculators for homework, is because they want the student to understand how they're getting to that answer. It's like building a house, right? Many people don't know what goes into like actually building a house, so you can't expect them. See, they usually, the average person only sees like, oh, there's an empty plot of land, and then like years later, oh, there's a house there. But if you ask them to design a house or like build a house from the ground up, they're not going to understand how to do that because that's not their specialty. And I just, my concern there would be like, if AI is just giving students the answer, then in the long run, they're not going to understand basic arithmetic because they didn't like go through the construction process to get to that answer. And that would just be my concern with, because like my students already struggle with reading because a lot of times in this digital age, they're just listening and they're watching. They're not actually reading things. Like for me growing up, like the biggest asset I had to bolster my vocabulary and my spelling and my like the words I used in general, much of that actually came from the Pokemon games, like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then eventually Gold, Silver, Crystal. And because like I was reading all of those sentences, like because there's no voice acting in Pokemon, and so it's just like constantly me reading to figure out what I'm doing in this game. And so like nowadays my students have struggled even understanding how to read things because so much of it is just, oh, I watch YouTube videos. Objective learning is dead. I don't know if you can. Honestly, I feel anything culturally related, you need the human element. I don't think AI will give the same energy. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, like I remember years ago. I don't know if it was a troll post or not, but like it probably was. But like replacing teachers with AI, and I'm like, that would be bad for like it would be bad for a myriad of reasons. But like the thing that I think a lot of people wouldn't necessarily have the foresight to understand the unintended consequence is when you allow a child to be taught by a machine. The machine is going to be spitting out the most efficient answer possible, not necessarily an emotional answer, but rather like an efficient, calculated one. And unless we want to start seeing, like, my concern would be that we would start seeing a societal shift where people act more robotic than they do people, because like part of like grade school, while not part of the curriculum, like the unspoken learning of school is also human interactions. Like, how do you interact? Like, you learn, like one half of school is the academic portion, but the other half is like, how do you interact with fellow human beings? And you learn all that by interacting with fellow human beings, both old as in the faculty and young as in your fellow peers. And if you take away the faculty part and like what would that do to the development, like the street smart element of society? Like, would we even know how to talk to each other in a normal sense, or would we all sound like? Because I'm gonna make this joke, but I think the closest thing we have to living androids are like the super wealthy, like CEO type people that like grow up with like generational wealth. You try talking to them and they are the weirdest people ever. They'll talk about like things like their products, and I'm like, how did you get this way? Right? They don't know. They really truly do not understand how to act human anymore. It's all patterns, it's all numbers, it's all statistics, it's all data points, it's all consumers and purchasers, and they are completely devoid of like any sense of human normalcy. And those types of people scare me. Like not because not for anything other than I just find that that type of an existence to be horrifying. To be so far removed from humanity that you yourself don't even act human anymore. And don't know how to like relate to your fellow man. And I just it's an existence that's not for me. I would hate to go around and look at each one of you guys as like, oh, you're a statistic, like statistically probable that you're gonna do this, like you're gonna buy this product, and you're just a figure on a tax bracket. Like, oh, Panda, you're not really Panda, you're tax bracket 2, and so the likely probability is that you'll buy these products. And like, how can I maximize, you know, my efficiency so that this tax bracket number 2 person winds up buying my product? I'm like, who thinks like that? But there are people like who is it? The McDonald's CEO? How he was talking about his own burger as a product. I'm like, bro, what? You're speaking as though you're Grok. Like, stop it. Like, can you not even see that what you're? Well, I mean, just some would argue that it's not food, but like, it's food. Like, doesn't call it what it is. It's a hamburger. You put a bun and then the meat, the cheese, the little condiments, the bun on top. It's a hamburger. But the guy is so programmed, and he is surrounded by others that are so programmed to just think of everything as either product or consumer. And I'm just like, wow. Like, how do you get like this? It's scary to me. Oh. Yeah, and there's what's sad is there's too many. I feel like there's too many people like that in the States. Is that there's just like these like transplant CEOs that just go around and hop from company to company to company, where they don't even care about what product they're selling. And it makes me so sad. Like, there's no pride in anything that these like transplant CEOs even like. It's just like the only pride they get is when the big funny number with the dollar sign goes up, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I just feel like this is why a lot of our products are garbage. Because nobody at the upper echelons of any big company even really cares what product they're even selling. There's no reverence of what they're selling. There's no like how often do you think that the CEO of McDonald's takes his kids to go to McDonald's? Like 0%. Like there's not a chance on this plane of existence that guy takes his children to McDonald's to eat. Not a chance. And so like there's no pride or reverence in what he's selling. And that's why we get all these products nowadays that just seem like they cut corners, or the quality's not as good, and because nobody cares. Nobody has a sense of pride in what they are delivering to the world anymore. It just seems like a lot of it is self-serving. Oh, let's get the profit margin to 1 billion so that I can get invited to the $1 billion club. What? What? I don't know. That's I'm probably going on a like a bizarre tangent or whatever, but that's what I mean by it. Like I don't know. I can't fathom living an existence like that. Like here on this channel, like I put my heart and soul into it. I want to bring the best to this channel because 2 reasons. A, you guys are worth it. Like I understand like where you guys are coming from. Like life is not easy, and to have a place that you can unwind, detox, decompress is important. And then on the same token is like I also think about like if I was looking for a streamer, like I would want that I would want that content to be as good as it can be, as good as that streamer can be, for any form of entertainment. Because like if I was the audience member, like I would want the best, right? Like nobody who here wants less than the best, right? Like who could say, oh, I want a garbage, I'm looking for like subpar standards. Like who actually goes around? No, if we think about it, like we all want the best, right? If we could afford the best, we would get it, right? So like if that's what I would want, then that's what I want to give to you guys. Because I put myself in your guys' shoes. And this is why a lot of times I feel like such a nerd. But every now and then I'll like put on my own VOD and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna just watch this for 10 minutes just to make sure the audio. I will sit there and watch it all the way through by accident. What I had today, I helped my students through life struggle. Exactly, Dark, exactly. Leona, hi! I hope one day AI robots integrate into society. It'll be like this one comedy bit I saw where they'll learn how to become so human they don't want to work. Oh, I think I've seen that skit. Kind of happened with kids during COVID. I forgot the exact age range, but the lack of in-person interaction really affected them. Yeah, Lucas, hi. Those high schoolers are in college now. They can't cope. True, I was one of them, minus the college. I work in stats, and that's what I train my students exactly not to do. Tax bracket 2, let's go. The guy was so out of touch. Yeah, Leona, it was scary. It's scary that there are people out there like that running companies. Like you would think that on a you would think that in order to be a C-suite member of any major corporation, like number 1 in terms of like qualification should be, are you human? Do you know? If you went to Walmart, would you know how to interact with those people there? Or would you just be totally out of touch? And I get it, there's a lot of people at Walmart that are weird, like I'm not gonna deny that, but like average people can be a little weird, But it's like, how do you interact with those people? Yummy product. Zar, hi, how are you doing? Also took an entire 0.05 bite of the product. Is it a hamburger? Yeah, I don't know why he couldn't say a hamburger. Sorry, getting hydration there. I've been playing Crystalla. It recently came out for the PS5 today. It's pretty much a Dark Souls game, but you play as a cat warrior of a sort. Well, you can choose your clan and class and how your feline character looks as far as fur color and such goes. Ooh, being a CEO seems so cool. You can only fail upwards. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? It's like you could always tell which ones are what I consider transplant CEOs and then CEOs that like actually like worked ground level and then worked up. Because you have the McDonald's CEO who's like basically a space alien as far as I'm concerned. And then you have the other side of the spectrum where you have Steve from Digital Extremes, who is the CEO of Digital Extremes, who creates Warframe. And Steve is like the most down to earth, like he's actually human. Like I look at Steve and I would not have pegged him for a CEO. Nab, hi, how are you doing? I'm moving to New Zealand to open up a book coffee shop. Seems more reasonable than the alternative. Wait, Dark, are you actually moving to New Zealand? That's crazy. But said McDonald's is where the poor go. My CEO children can't eat there. Yeah, I mean that's a whole. That's also another can of worms. I'll settle for mediocre. I only want the worst. Bring back the DCP. Oh my goodness, when I was doing my doctorate, my mentor once reminded me perfection is the standard, excellence will be tolerated. He didn't say it in an offensive way, it was be proud of your work thing. Yeah. Walmart is where I go when I'm depressed. I can always find something to laugh at. Oh my god. Walmart bingo is the thing. It is. Wendy's CEO trolled McDonald's. Dude, I love my hat off to the Wendy's CEO. Like that guy seems down to earth. We need more like him. Just a live stream. Ooh. You know, that's a good question about live streams. I have to think about what exactly like my live stream is. Like I feel like I have a vague life dream. But that's a good mental exercise. Alfonso, hi. How are you doing? Okay, so that was some Sen story time wrapped up with beginning with some the IRL segment. I do want to go into patch notes for the housekeeping segment. We have one patch note tonight. So I fixed something from LoveQuest. So Monday, when we were playing some LoveQuest and we went to the full screen battle scene, our command actions were not showing up underneath Loaf's HP bar. I have found the problem. I fixed it on Tuesday, so that should be completely fixed and repaired. It was just some stupid typo that I had to correct. But that's it for patch notes. Project Loaf stuff. Super excited. I had a meeting with Lance last night. We went over the map. So the map, the world map is actually about 30% done. I'm super excited at the progress so far. It's coming out amazingly. It's more beautiful than I would have imagined. Lance is really doing a lot and I am super stoked about it. I have also started Fantastic, like finalizing Fantastic number 2. There is still a lot of polish that needs to be done, but now that the whole entire sequence of Fantastic number 1 is done, I am now going back to Fantastic number 2, which I haven't touched in a very long time. There are fragments of now scrapped ideas, because I have improved upon them since then, that I have to go back and correct and update Fantastic number 2. I will keep you guys posted on when I am closing submissions for the Persona silhouettes, the Project Loaf channel in the Discord server. But I haven't gotten there yet. I'm currently rewriting the script for Fantastic number 2. And then I just gotta update everything, and everything should be pretty solid. And then I'll be getting back to that animation, finishing that up. I need the sound effects in it because that's one thing that's missing, and I also need to retool the how the silhouettes of each persona comes up, because I have about 4 seconds to get everybody up on screen in that little clip I showed you guys. It's in the Project Loaf channel. So I have about 4 seconds to play around with. So I'm gonna really have to think about, and I might even reduce that down to 3 seconds. Pay my taxes. So that is what I'm currently doing in Project Loaf. My hope is that I can get a lot done tomorrow before we stream, but we'll see how that goes. And then I get to go back to Fantastic number 3. I kind of stopped with Fantastic number 3. I put Fantastic number 3 on the shelf because there's an animation that has been just killing me, man. It's not that the animation is hard, it's just I have no idea for the animation. But I did make a breakthrough. I have an idea on how I want to animate part of Fantastic number 3. I need to get with Diffuse Moose. There's something that Diffuse Moose and I used to do that I think would be a perfect homage for Fantastic number 3. So I need to get with him. I need to talk it over with him, see what he thinks, because he is going to be the voice actor that is helping me with Fantastic number 3. And then we mosey on to Fantastic number 4, which I just I only have a little bit done, and then Fantastic number 5 has 0 done. I've got 0% done with Fantastic number 5. So that's kind of what I've been up to with Project Loaf. I pretty satisfied with how far along we're getting with all 5 of the Fantastic 5. Just replace dreams with nightmare. No. Okay, so that being said and done, let's mosey on to our final segment of housekeeping, which is breakups. So Haywire has pulled up the ones who need a rank up, and presently I do not see anybody from this list in chat. So we're gonna close out of the list, and then we are going to continue on the main stage, our main activity of the evening, which is art and chill. So let's head on over. I actually don't think I have the right screen, so it might be us. You guys might see multiples of us. We'll see. Forget what I was doing a couple days ago with Project Loaf. Ah! Okay, it's still the Elgato. It's trying to grab the Elgato stream, but there's nothing in the Elgato, so here we go. This is Pony Wilds! Dude, I like this song. I swear to you guys, I will play Pokemon Ultra Moon for you guys one of these days. There's a lot in Ultra Moon that I think you guys would recognize that I would love to showcase. Second question: how true to size are the Brushtail hoodies? I really want one, but I fear clothes that run. So it's I would say fairly true to size based on the chart that I have. But if you're concerned, Dark, I would always recommend purchasing a size up. Yeah, if you like your hoodies to be on the baggier side, I would definitely recommend a size up. And I put the measurement charts on the website, or on the page, Dark, because the sizes are not like US sizes. So I have the exact numbers in the chart, just for like extra clarity. I know eventually I want to purchase another one of my hoodies and do a size up, because I did an XL and I probably should have done a double XL. I've stretched it out now, but when I first got it, it was a little bit more, it wasn't as baggy as I would have liked it. I myself, I like the hoodies to be on the more like the larger, the baggier side. So I should have went 2XL. At least I think, because usually I buy XL. Yeah, Lucas, Taylor's here. Mine fits well. I definitely put on weight compared to when I bought it. I don't have any size issues. I usually 2XL for hoodies, but that's my Disney shirt size, so I was worried. Yeah, I would just definitely consult the chart. If you normally, I mean, if 2XL is where you generally go with, but you're worried about it like being loose or not, I might go 3XL. You wear XL? Yeah, all my shirts are XL. I don't wear 2X. Oh, does it not? Wait. Hold on. I thought 3XL was the... Hang on, let me go to my Gumroad store. Oh yeah, there's a 3. Yes, yeah. On my Gumroad, there's the max is 3XL. I actually need to go back. I need to go back. I'm planning on doing like an overhaul of my merch store eventually. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'd have to look at the email, but I think Printful recently sent me an email saying that the hoodies, the all over print hoodies, now come in 4, 5, and 6XL. I have to confirm that. Don't quote me on it, but I think that was an email I saw them send me recently. So I need to go back. I need to go back and make sure that I set up for 4, 5, and 6XL. Brain no work. Oh no, it's on the chart too. Yeah, see, I was because me, Dark, I am very much like you. I'm always concerned about things fitting properly. And so I was like what is XL, 2XL, 3XL mean? Like, is that US XL? Is that like other country XL? Like, I don't know. So when they gave me the size guide, which I don't know why my size guide is like all the way down at the bottom. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's doing that. It shouldn't be that way. Yeah, so we got inches. Yeah, I totally should have went 2XL. Because the problem with my hoodie, so with the XL that I bought, the waist is what I should have focused on. I was more concerned with the chest at first, but I have a nice little belly, so I should have looked at waist, because like my waist is, I think it's 38, and so you can see how 38 is beyond 36. So mine was a little snug when I got it. I stretched it out since because it's been years, but I think 2XL would have been like the sweet spot for me. And I'm cooked. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, see, I focus. Oh man, yeah, I focus too much on the chest thing. Well, I know that for next time. I'm planning on when my current hoodie has bit the dust, I'm gonna buy another one and make sure it's no, Dark, no, absolutely not. Like I actually do a very bad job on advertising my merch store, and then like years go by, and then I'm like, oh yeah, my merch store, and like 1 year to 2 year Brushtail Brigadiers are like, wait, you have a merch store? When did this happen? I'm like, oh, I'm so bad at it. I even have the loaf pillow, the pillow that Loaf rides on. I got that in there too. You die, Melania. Or Melania. Gino Beam! And hi, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. How was Heritage a Dragon's Tale? You caught us at a perfect time. We're just about to begin on some art tonight. We're going to be working on a Skulldog. And then we're going to be working passively on a crystal. Fire crystal. It was a nerd out stream? Solus, hi! Solus, what do you mean a nerd out stream? I might need a snug pillow. Yes. So yes, the Star Park does have a gift shop. It's called Odds and Ends. And it's like lore-wise, it's where all of our merch like resides. We did some root refining and save file making for the future speedrun practice. We actually got some cool stuff figured out. Oh, so Aaron, you're planning on speedrunning Heritage? Dude, that's sick. But yeah, we're gonna do a Skulldog tonight. I'm super excited, and then we're just gonna kind of vibe and work on a fire crystal afterwards. Oh, Aaron, you hold the world record? I've been speedrunning this game for quite a while now, currently trying to work the time down to a sub 2 hour run. End of the stream should be please exit through the gift shop. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Dark. You're gonna incorporate actual merch store items into the Star Park gift shop. No, you know what? No. Actually, Panda, you're right on. Um, you're right on the nose. So I haven't fleshed it out yet, but I do intend on putting like actual merch in odds and ends. Uh, Ramigo, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. All right, so let's get started. But yeah, um, I'm actually the, I probably shouldn't mention this, but I'm gonna mention it anyways because I'm very much like Rebecca Ford of Digital Extremes. Um, so the merch store is actually going to play a pretty important role in Project Loaf. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be important. I won't say why. There's no context, but the merch store is definitely gonna be important. I'm not gonna spoil, but here's a spoiler. Exactly. Exactly. Loaf merch, I'll take 500. Aaron, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, and next time you're around at the start of the stream, we'll get you a rank up. Loaf plushie? Oh, don't get crazy now. Don't get crazy. Maybe in the future. But I will say that our current iteration of the merch store is going to be very important for Project Loaf. Anything happens, it's just like Rebecca, for real, for real, for real. Or I should do it like the kiddos do it. FR, FR. Dude, you know how long I've been looking for somebody to do like a cinnamon roll plushie? I would go absolutely ballistic for a cinnamon roll plushie. Doggo hi. But yeah, I'm always keeping my eyes and ears open for somebody that would do a cinnamon roll plushie. Do cinnamon roll plushies? Not, they probably do, Aaron, but I've never found one that I like. I'm hoping one day I can reach out to somebody, be like, hey, could we work together to do like a cinnamon roll plushie? Blue fur pillow? Blue fur pillow? What do you mean a blue fur pillow? Like a pillow that is like furry, like fursuit fur? That would be interesting. A pillow covered in Sen's blue fur? You know, that would be actually pretty interesting. I do search for it, and there's apparently some cartoony character called oh yeah, Aaron from the Hello Kitty universe. There's a Hello Kitty character called Cinnamon Roll. Main stage background notebook. These are great ideas, Dark. A loaf magnet? Doggo, wasn't it you who did the perler for me? Or am I misremembering? That was you, right? If you ever did that. Interesting. Okay, so say goodbye to the paw beans. I have some loud audio. Doggo, didn't you make me a perler at one time and send it to me? That was you, right? Or was it somebody else? No? Dude, who was it? Damage. Oh, that's right. Damage. Oh, dude. Wait. Dark. Ascend Grimoire as a notebook? That. I'm writing that one down. That would be sick. Or even have it as like a sketchbook. Oh my god. Wait. I'm going to put that in R&D. R&D. See about a Sen Grimoire notebook / sketchbook. Bro, that would be sick. Oh my god. I was actually thinking this would be like so incredibly far in the future, but I could totally see like a loaf book, like with a story. Spellbook sketchbook would give me so many gremlin ideas. Imagine having one but never drawing Cyrus once in it. Dude, the Grimoire sketchbook would be awesome. Because I know exactly what his grimoire, what Sen's grimoire looks like. I need to come up with an idea of what's on the back of the grimoire. If it would be the same as the front cover as the back cover or something different, but the front cover I know exactly what that looks like. And handle merch, just the odds and ends merch dealer. Make a cooler loaf storybook than what Rosalina had. Exactly, Panda, exactly. But anyways, so we are going to dude, I just realized I've been saying it's Meadow Mage. I've been saying and a lot this stream, and I really need to knock it off. You can always tell how exhausted I am with the meter. Zelda, hi, how are you doing? Ooh, loaf bento box. Yes. If you do exclamation, well, outside of combat, if you do exclamation mark rest followed by another number of brush shell tokens, you award Loaf a bento box that heals him. Having human moments, I know, right? Oh, bento box for merch? Oh, I mean, maybe. But I definitely like the Grimoire idea. That's a great idea. Oh, and also, sometime in the way future, I want to make a version 2 of the Sen hoodie. So there's gonna be the Sen hoodie classic, and then maybe like the Sen hoodie winter edition or something like that. Okay. Anyways, so I have so we're gonna be doing Taylor's Skulldog. I almost said Protogen. We're gonna be doing Taylor's Skulldog tonight, who is mythic. In case you guys have never seen Mythic before, this is Mythic here. This is a fursuit that Taylor made himself. Taylor is a very talented and very skilled fursuit maker. Specializes in protogens, which is something that you don't see very frequently in the furry fandom. ID card magnets, that would be pretty sick. I still am trying to figure out how I want to make the enamel. I'm gonna make enamel pins. The very first enamel pin I'm gonna make is actually gonna be an exclusive one. It'll be my gym badge, my Pokemon gym badge. And it will only be awarded to those that have defeated me in combat. Scully boy, yes. Okay. So, that is what we are going to be doing for the next 30 minutes, and then we're going to go back to some yap festing as I work casually on the fire crystals. So I want to do some fire crystal stuff tonight. Okay, so we got that. Okay. That's a lot of tokens. Wait. That is a lot of tokens. What the hairball? So I'm gonna make me finally play Pokemon for the first time so I can have my enamel pin. Well, Panda, there's the Pokemon Championship game. I broke it. I wonder if it's still in Project Loaf mode. I'm totally down for some send pins. Yeah, the only problem... So, here's my current problem with pins. Is that Printful, the company that I'm partnered with to make a lot of my merch, they don't have an enamel pin section like for us creators. So I would have to find an enamel pin place, order like in bulk, and then just have the enamel pins sit in my room, and then somehow ship them off to you guys. And this is why I haven't jumped into the enamel pin game yet, because I don't want to have to go to the post office every other week and ship out a bajillion pins. I would love to have pins be a part of my merch store, but until I find a place that will do enamel pins on demand instead of... Because theoretically what I can do is Printful does have a warehouse option where like I can purchase the pins, send them to the Printful warehouse, and then they'll do the logistics for me. But I found what the monthly pricing would be to rent out a space in one of their warehouses. It's actually relatively egregious to charge that much for for me. I would just need like a small space, but even then it's like we're looking at maybe like $100 or so every month just to maintain that little warehouse space. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, that would mean I'd have to be selling a bajillion enamel pins every month. Sophie, hi, how are you doing? You could schedule the post office to pick them up. Enamel pins, $4,563. Yeah. You currently are in need of warehouse space. Surviving. Well, welcome on in, Sophie. You are just in time to watch us do some art tonight. Include storage cost. Oh my goodness. So you could schedule the post office to pick them up. True, Taylor, but I would still have to like wrap each one, put each person's mailing address on it, and then have the post office come out and pick them all up. It's just like my therapist is already telling me that I need to take it more easy rather than like pile things on my brain. That is definitely logistics I don't need. Yeah, merch overhead is crazy. See, this is why I'm with Printful. Printful is all on demand, so I don't like, they don't store anything. Like I don't have storage with Printful. It's just when somebody buys, they get the ping, they make the they take the hoodie, they print all over, they ship it out for me, they take a cut, I get a small, I think I get like $5 worth profit or something like that. Like it's something really tiny, just so that I can keep the costs for you guys down. And it's really great too because like shipping, the way I have it, the way I have it with Printful is that shipping is included. So basically we don't have to worry about shipping. So like this, for example, the hoodie, that's $65. That's $65 no matter where you're at in the world. So you don't have to, it's not like, oh, it's $65, oh, and then here's $10 shipping. It's like, no, that's all included in the package. So I'm like, oh, that makes it easy for me, that makes it easy for you. Like what you see is what you're paying. You're on the new war? Ooh. Dude, Doggo, I haven't even started. Do I have to become your enamel pin warehouse? I would never do that to you, Panda. Crescent, hi, how are you doing? Panda, if we were roommates and you were legitimately like, hey, I really want to do this, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. But I would never. Oh, I love this song. Okay, so that reward. Okay, so it was. So clearly, Dark, that was a leftover from the testing I was doing earlier. I bet? What? Wait, what do you mean, Taylor? What do you mean? My dad says he's a raccoon, not a tanuki. Oh my goodness. No, I would feel, and this goes for anybody, like I would feel so like not right. Being like, oh, could you be my warehouse while we distribute these enamel pins? I would feel, I'm just gonna outright say I would feel like I am abusing the friendship relationship like so hardcore. I would be beside myself. Okay, so let us begin our countdown timer. 30 minutes, and then we are going to get started with Taylor's Mythic Skulldog. Alright, so we're gonna start here with the sketch. We're gonna try doing a 3/4 view again like we did last time. So it's been a hot minute since we've done Mythic Taylor's Skulldog. The last time I tried it, I was struggling hardcore because I'm not used to drawing skeletons. And you manage the enamel pins yourself. We aren't at warehouse space levels yet. I would gladly. I would. I don't. Oh, of course not. Of course not. I would not even, like, it would definitely be something where it's like a business transaction. 100, because like it would not, you're not a charity. Like straight out. Okay, so we're gonna go this way and this way. I'm only a charity for friends. No. I refuse. No, I will say, Peta, it is an interesting proposition, and at a later date, if like the push for enamel pins became strong with the Brushtail Brigade, I wouldn't want to deny them, so I would talk to you about like what would be our options on that. As of right now, it's a no. I'm not even gonna contemplate that right now. Okay, so got this going on here. But yeah, you guys have given me a lot of interesting, like my brain is just going into thought mode right now about like all of these ideas for merch. Part with Deer and Polion. Giga Gas. Like kind of even your idea, I have to like stop and pause, be like maybe like a business transaction later down the road, maybe that would work. But it would have to be a transaction. I could not roommate to accomplish my schemes. Can I bring a +1? I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Oh my god, I almost said something, Panda. I almost said something just now. Oh my god. And I was like, wait, hold up. I told myself that that is not something for me to state. You had to... Okay, hang on. Okay. Sense. Okay, so okay, hang on. I have to post it again. Okay, so did you get the meme I sent you? Oh my god, wait. I think so. Oh yeah, Zelda, I saw it today at work. I didn't respond to it because I was at work, but I saw it and I was like, oh my god, yes. 100%. Also, I should be less distracted right now. I am on a time limit. I'm getting like very... Wow, that was a hiccup. Holy moly. Okay. So, since we are on a time limit, I'm gonna try make sure that I am getting all of this situated. And then it kind of runs into the... Oh, dude, why are skeletons so hard to draw? So... Then we've got like teeth. Raw teeth. Then here. Okay, that going on there. Perfect. Okay. It's giving duck vibes. For now. We'll make it unduck. So just do a giant nose so that I have a baseline. Okay. Oh, I am 100% not good at these. Okay, hang on. And then we have like a big twofer. And like a twofer like that. Okay, and then like this. Like I'm already flubbing this up here. Another raid! Hello! They're already alerted on my presence? Are you kidding me? What? Oh gee, oh ow, oh my god, I'm running. Welcome Raiders to the Brushtail Brigade! I'm your excitable commander and Star Park director, Sen. Together, we forge all kinds of adventures, from gaming to art. However, I can't do this alone, so let's meet our crew. Haywire, our sassy bot, controlling all the bells and whistles behind the scenes. Loaf, our silent protagonist of Loaf Quest and cinnamon roll connoisseur. And of course, our friendly community at large, the Brushtail Brigadiers. So, set your life points, choose your Pokemon, and grab a controller. An adventure awaits. Bryson, how are you doing? Welcome on in. How was Final Fantasy VII? Were you playing OG? Is that a first playthrough? Oh my god, I'm already making this too cute looking. Ah. Okay. I am so good at this, you guys. You have no idea. Okay. Something about that just doesn't look right. Okay. Go. And we come up and around like that. Okay. The jaw piece needs to be bigger though. It should come down like something. I think that looks better. Definitely looks better. This, however, needs to come down like this. Okay. Woo! Played a lot of Final Fantasy. Ooh. Because unlike dragons, you can't draw them to scale. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me unpause the. I paused the countdown timer when the raid happened. Oh. Like this needs to come like that. And not bad. Though I still feel like the snooter needs I don't know, I feel like the snooter needs extra length. Also, I need to figure out why. Hang on. Like, whenever I draw him, he doesn't look scary. He looks like a plushified version of himself. I'm like, how do I get it scary-ish? Okay, maybe. We're kind of winging it right now. And then we need... I feel like... that's what I'm missing. And then we just like move this outward. Something like that. I feel like this needs to come out too. And then I think I'm drawing the snooter too big. Holy moly. Go. That looks pretty good. Sometimes I attempt to stop being corny, but rionically, it's too ingrained and I can barely keep myself contained. I guess I'm just too wheat behind the ears to it. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of puns in one short sitting. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, clean this up, clean this up. And we've got nose print all the way up. Oh, wait, too high. Something along those lines. And then perfect. Okay. Huh. More of a point, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, alright. Oh, alright. Olin, hi, how are you doing? Blue, hello! Alright, let's continue. Actually, not bad. Be a little skew. A little bit of a skew. Here's what I want to try to do here. If this ear is too close. Then like there's just a small amount of hue. Yeah, okay, perfect. That works. Woo! This one's hard. Were Undersea Palace areas just big thing in the SNES area? Reminds me of a game I played when I was a kid. Yeah, there was a lot of underwater underwater base things in a lot of SNES games back in the day. Okay. Clean some of this up here. You know what? Let's do. There we go. That looks more natural. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hang on. Bunch of some of these. It's looking great so far. You think so? Just being a little too hard on myself then. Okay, we're gonna remove this. Okay. You got a circle? This is amazing. This is the best looking Skulldog so far. Yes, that's what I like to hear. And then using some line weight to give the illusion of shadow, indentation. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. It looks pretty good. Did some touch-ups here and there, but I think we pretty much got it. I am huge. Wow, I am sorry, you guys. I am blocking most of you at the present. Okay. You know what I need to do? I need to erase some of this here. Okay. Perfect. We'll leave it like that. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. Gareth, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Sorry, it was like hyper focused there. Still hyper focused, as you can tell. All right. I think I like it. Smirk going on? Yeah, it was like it's funny, like half of it is like me not understanding and the other half is like I like the smirk. Bug squashed. Oh, okay, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me on that one. Yeah, I definitely think changing this part right here was vital. Squeeze! Dude, I got squeeze. Big yawn, big squeeze. I'm looking up at the reference and I'm looking up this. There we go. Oh, hang on. I can do that one better. There we go. For the two-toned ears. I forgot about those puppies. There we go. I got a minute. I think I can do this. Oh my god, I'm in the Shadow Realm. Zod, hi, how are you doing? I don't know if it looks good. I don't know. What do you think? Taylor, what do you think? Do you think the light shading is decent, or should I get rid of it? Zod, hi. Silent Realm, yes. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. Star Snack? He's a Star Snack. Also the mascot gives him that extra depth. Yeah. The mascot of the Starlight Tower. Finish. All right, you guys. That's our sketch for the evening. We're gonna move on to our crystals. See what we got. Looking nice. Thank you. All right. So we are going to mosey on down here to Taylor's. We've got 30-minute persona sketches. Oh, we're gonna say care package, but that's not right. We can't. We wrap it up into a care package. Where is minute? Oh, change the view to large icon. Oh, I'm such a dork. Oh, I'm a dork. Hang on. I need to move this over here. We need to shut that off. The signature. Put right over here. And we'll crop this puppy. Wittick, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. We have finished a Skulldog for this evening. I'm doing more traditional art of my first persona, blue and purple folk named Lunar Claw. Oh, I remember Lunar Claw. Oh my god, Obsidian, I remember when you went by Lunar Claw. Oh, and then I gotta run an idea past you guys and see what you guys think. I'm 50-50 on the idea, but I definitely need to get your guys' input on it. You can walk out and no need to run. True. All right, but first let me make sure I give this over to Taylor. Forget. So compress to zip file. Okay, so care package incoming. There we go. Sent off to Taylor. Okay. So let's work on our crystals. So we're gonna start with the fire crystal tonight because that's the one I actually need the most right now out of all of them. So let's do fire crystal. sketch, the crystal. Let me pull up some image files as a reference. Taylor, thank you again for the challenge. Star Snake is dispatched. Yeah, I couldn't even say that word properly, or that phrase properly. All right, so we have some crystals and some shading. Oh, you guys, okay, all right, hang on, wait. I need to tell you something first and foremost. So Taylor, in all of his amazing talents and skills, has come up with the first ever design of what our capital ship looks like. This sketch is phenomenal, and I would like to showcase it to you guys because it is just that cool. So this is what the tailwind is going to look like. Look at how cool. Look at how, hang on, let me blow this up. Look at how cool that looks. So I was like, absolutely, this I'll take two. Yeah, this definitely resonated with me. So this giant ship, this gigantic ship houses all of the Star Park. So the Star Park lives somewhere in here, like in the belly of this giant ship. So all that is on this stream fits here. It's so pretty, semi-organic feel. You know, it's funny because that's what I told Taylor. I was like, I don't want this ship. I want this ship to have like a sense of whimsy, because like, you know, me being a spellcaster mage, it's like, I was like, I don't want something too rectilinear or square-ish. And Taylor was like, I got you, fam, and then produced this masterpiece. And he even unintentionally made the, so this is gonna be like a giant observation section that people can like come and hang out. And that was very important to me, that I wanted like a giant observation section. So we'll have big plans for this observation section in the future. I already have great ideas for it. Looks like your hat? Yeah, dude. I was like, Taylor, if you could kind of incorporate like a wizard hat in the design. Dude, he whipped this out in like record-breaking time. And I was like, all this time I've been like struggling with ship designs, and we had a master here in chat the entire time, and I had no idea. But yeah, I was like, this is gorgeous. This is definitely what I was looking for. So he's been helping me with the other designs for the other ships too, but those are not finalized sketch ready, so it's gonna bother me. So the front of the ship reminds me of something, but it eludes me. I like it a lot. I would love to hear what like if it comes to you, Panda, let me know. I would love to know what it's reminding you of. So yeah, I had to show that off to you guys tonight because I am super excited about it. Like crazy excited. Like every time I look at it, it just gets better and better. Which is why I know it's perfect. If I come back to it a second time, I'm like, this isn't as good as I remember. That's generally a bad sign. But Van, oh my god, wait, Van, I saw you earlier. Van, hi, how are you doing? You don't need to come out of lurk mode, but I just want to say hi. Oh, without my paw beans, it looked like I just froze there for a moment. I'm getting hydration. I'm like, I'm thirsty. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the fire crystal, and we're not gonna be like too strict on it tonight. We'll probably get some color down. I'll probably start with a primer layer, and this is gonna definitely be outside the norm. So we're gonna do primer. I had my dramatic entrance earlier. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I missed it, man. Primary. Oh wait, no, primer. Primer layer. So Van, I don't know if you were here for the reveal or the sketching of the different crystals. So these are 4 elemental crystals right here. So from left to right, it is fire, water, earth, and wind. Each one has a different personality and shape to it. And yeah, these are the 4 that we're gonna see inside of Project Loaf. So it's really cool that I'm able to do some drawings of Project Loaf with you guys. Of course, I'm not gonna go and do the big spoilery stuff, but I don't know, I think it's pretty standard for a giant project like Project Loaf to have 4 elemental crystals, especially since one of my favorite bosses in my favorite game of all time fights you with 4 elemental crystals. Okay, so let's start with primer layer here. Oh, it's a good thing I kept Taylor's piece up here. I'm gonna need this swatch in this corner. I'm not gonna do spoiler stuff. Proceeds to show spoilery stuff. True, but I am 98.9% confident with everything I've spoiled for you guys so far that you guys wouldn't even be able to tell me what Project Loaf is about. Which is exactly which is exactly why some spoilers are within spoiler range, as I'm calling it. I was wondering what that was. Yeah. So these 3 colors here are what you would traditionally find with like a YCH character. So you have like the pale blue, the powder blue, that usually is like, so the pale blue is usually the character color. The powder blue is usually like the text of YCH. And then very rarely do you see like the darker blue. I had someone commission me once, and they wanted a big background of a crystallized Belmont crest. I had to make it more dramatic because I'm a huge lover of Castlevania. Dude, that's awesome. Ben, you should share that if you're comfortable sharing. Share that in the Discord server so that we can see. The front of the ship, mainly the ship, vaguely reminds me of the Shira from Advent Children. Wait, the Shira? This is not a name I'm familiar with. There was a ship in Advent Children called the Shira? When I draw something, I see something in it, I can make it look better. I don't see it as a bad sign, or rather something I can improve. Dude, that's literally me, Obsidian. That's literally me. I thought it was part of your program. Oh yeah, yeah. Cause see, I don't use the swatch as much anymore because because of our overhaul for the Persona sketches. But I'll show you how I use this color here. So I do this thing called a primer layer, and 99.999% of all artists you will see on this platform will never use something called a primer layer, because it is a layer that I made up myself, gave it the title primer layer. And it's a way for me to, I guess, restrict the color. I create a boundary. This a little bit here. I think I'm gonna bow out this a little bit as well. Do you ever have those nights trying to remember a name or something and wake up at 3 a.m. and remember it? No, I do that. I do that very frequently. Egret, hi. How are you doing? DM you a picture in Discord? Okay. Oh God, thank you. I don't know why I've been so thirsty recently.
Stretch our legs.
Primer layer reminds me of spreading medium for oil painting. It's actually a good way to look at that. Dark, because that's kind of sort of the purpose. Okay, if you guys have been sitting for more than an hour, or in my case 2 hours and 9 minutes, I invite you to stand up, stretch those leggies, make sure that they are hitting them stretches. Then we'll continue with dude, I haven't done a gemstone in a hot minute. So this is gonna be, I have some reference that I'm gonna utilize. What I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I particularly like the color / shading of the references I have. I feel like the colors are a little flat on them, and I think I know how to make them pop a little bit more, but wow, what happened to my model? Wow, my neck is breaking. Phoenix, hi! Alright. I love that. I love that alert so much. The neck. Okay, so let us fill the primer layer. Whoa, that kind of blinded me. All right, so this is where it's gonna get kind of, I don't know if you want to say scary for me, because I'm so used to working with line as my barriers, and now I'm going to be working almost exclusively with color. So we'll see how this goes and works out for me. Sif? I smell like waffles. Dude, I had waffles this morning. Okay. Maybe I can break this up into geometric shapes. That might be the smart thing to do here. Almost like a color map? Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's what I do. Chip, hello. How are you doing? Waffles and chicken strips sound good. Oh my goodness, that does sound really good. Pennsylvania theme art pieces. I hate that I lost a bunch of stuff when my hard drive went kaput. Oh. Yes. Sorry to hear that, man. That's no bueno. Chicken and waffles. Who here? Okay, who here has ever had? They no longer serve it, by the way, which it's such a crying shame. But who here remembers or has ever had Chipotle? Oh no, Chili's Chipotle chicken and waffles. Anybody have the literally greatest chicken and waffles dish I've ever had? And it is such a shame that they don't sell that anymore. Had those a couple of times. So good. So good. Sally, I never tried your fabled Chili's chicken and waffles. Chili's, if you're listening to this stream, bring back those Chipotle chicken and waffles. Oh, it was so good. Pets. Oh, so I have an inquiry for you guys. Like, maybe you guys, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna respond to this person, but it's just weird that it's happened twice already. So, you know how I post my stream schedule on social media? So 2 weeks in a row now, I've had an individual reply to the my post, and it simply says let's talk, and then with a button that says send us a private message. Probably a bot. That's what I figured, but it's just weird. It's like, I've never seen this person in chat before. Hopefully a bot. Okay. Yeah, it's called the Epic Streamers. And I was just like, no thank you. I don't feel like they want to talk to you about my stream's extended warranty. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I feel weirded out that they want me to reach out to them and talk, unless they're peak goober. Anyone real would put an effort to reach out to you. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of weird that in both times it's just been like, let's chat, and I was like, or let's talk, and I'm like, how about no? I don't know, I feel like that's very weird. Okay, so it's a fancy bot. Come with me down this dark alley, or in this white van. That's bot behavior. Yeah. And then I looked on this bot's account, and they have they retweet like a bunch of streamers, I guess, are a part of this group. Oh man, it's some of like the thumbnails and things. Like, I don't mean to be mean, but it's just a lot of the thumbnails I see this bot reposting is like, the thumbnails just kind of scream to me like angsty 2008 energy, where like there's just so much happening on the thumbnail. And like, I'm not even talking about like a thumbnail previewing their stream. It's like a title card. Like, a lot of these things are like title cards that are being reposted, and there's just so much happening. And then there's a lot of them where like I can tell it's AI generated art, and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't even look that good. So I'm just like, yeah, that's weird. Go ahead and be mean. If they had something to say, they should just say it. Yeah, yeah, and Colin, I have to agree with that. If they wanted me to join some kind of team or something, like, I wish they would maybe reply to me in a tweet saying like, hey, we're part of this group. We watched some of your, like, even if it's like completely bogus and they haven't actually watched my streams, but I don't know, it's maybe something a little bit more formal than, hey, let's talk. Comes off as weird, like weird salesman pitch energy. Out there on LinkedIn that use stuff like that to get info from people. That's strange. Yeah, so I've just, like, if it happens another time, I might be forced to like block the bot. I don't know, I find it weird. And plus I am very skeptical of like that. If it's like some sort of networking thing, I'm always very skeptical of those like network things, conglomerates, because I hear that a lot of times you have to like sign a contract, and it's like, oh, in the fine print it's like, oh, you no longer own like your IP. Like, if you were to leave this group, then you, like, we get to keep your IP. And I'm like, yeah, no. Especially considering that Cyrus is not just an IP. Like, as cringy as this might sound, is like an extension of me. And so it's like, for me, that type of transaction is tantamount to prostitution in my eyes. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not in the market to go into prostitution. Like, I'm not willing to part with something that is so near and dear to me. I'd block it if you get another reply. I'd block it already. True, Chip. If I was like a smart person, I probably would have blocked it already, but I kind of want to see what happens if a third time happens, you know, like the whole like 3 strikes are out thing. But yeah, so that happened to me recently, and I was like, contracts are a wild thing, especially in anything entertainment media. You need a lawyer for most of it just to navigate and not be locked into something you don't want. Yeah, that's why I don't think I'd ever go into a contract with streaming. Like the contract has to be easily understood, and it has to be like, oh, like I would get into maybe a contract if it was something like, oh, if you sell gamer subs, like you'll get your own flavor, and then like use this code and like you'll get a little bit of the payout. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. That's a contract I can get behind. Give it a 10-foot pole. We protect our blue fox. Yes. Greetings, fellow human fellow. Would you like to see my products? Oh my goodness. Okay. But yeah, so that's what happened recently, and I was just like, I want to run this by you guys and see what you guys think. Alright, so we're gonna get started on this fire crystal. So I'm thinking about starting with like a red orange. So I'm thinking red orange to orange. Hold up. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. It's wild these days. I bought a container last year because it's been used so many horny flavors and cover arts. Who's this fellow? Why have you never told me about him? Wait, Van, I'm sorry. Wait, what are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Oh, Haywire? Oh, yeah, that's Haywire. She's our bot. She's very glitchy. She controls all the bells and whistles here. She is. Do I still have? No, I cleaned it up. Darn it. Yeah, let me see. Haywire. Yeah, Haywire is our little derpy bot that runs the ship, more or less. Like, she's in charge of all the defensive measures. She's okay. So think. If you know Halo, think Cortana, but not as advanced. Like her infrastructure, that what makes up her AI is as complex as Cortana, but her hardware is like old tech. So this is why she gets glitchy, because she requires a certain level of power to function, like certain level of hardware to function. It's almost like, you know, when you play a game on PC and they're like, oh, these are the minimum required specs. Like, she meets the minimum required specs, but you're like, oh, I'm running on the lowest settings, but I'm still getting 20 frames per second, and they're stuttering every now and then. Like, it plays, but there's some quirks to it. So Haywire, that's Haywire. Why does Haywire sound like Moria Rose in my head? I have no idea who Moria Rose is, but that's funny that you already have a voice. Star of Blame Haywire, exactly. Cortana, don't make a girl your make a girl a promise you can't keep. Yeah, Haywire would probably say don't make a promise a girl if you can't keep it. Something that would be one of her hiccups. she's not always hiccupy like that, but like if there's like a long string of information that she needs to convey to any one of us, there might be a hiccup, like a glitchy hiccup in there. But like if it's short burst information, she could read it out to us without a problem. But you could always see her hiccups live and in action when something breaks on stream. Like, something breaking on stream is something going wrong with Haywire, which is why we call her Haywire in the first place. You just reminded me, I need to message Taylor that I started Halo 3 this morning in case he's busy lurking. I have a big reputation around Twitch for bringing companions to life, so we will be talking soon. You don't say. You don't say. Van, I was also thinking, which is dangerous. I should never think, because I wind up getting these crazy ideas. So some of the work that you've shown me already, I realize I'm gonna need a lot of work. After what you're currently working on, the commission you're working on for me, I have I have a long list of other things I would like to commission you for, all revolving around Project Low. And all revolving around the segment that I'm having you work on. Because your talents would fit so perfectly with something I've been contemplating, I've been wanting to do. I'm to try and bake bacon bread. Oh, Doggo, you have a wonderful night's sleep. Thank you for being here and stopping by. Great. Clipping mask. So we're gonna do this fire color. Alright, so yeah, so Van, expect a myriad of ideas to head your way. Once I'm not gonna say any of them, because I know I've already commissioned you for this particular piece. But afterwards, there are sprites I want. There's probably a lot of sprites I want. And I think you are the man for the job. Oh wait, hang on. Let me... Oh, you know what I could probably do right now? Is I need... Make it a bit of 3D too, that retro 3D parallax style. Yeah, wait, hold on, Van. Are you saying you know 3D as well? Then it's trying to offer Van money after it takes the work. Panda, I will get him money if he dares. Like the first thing I had him do, I had my credit card out waiting, and he was like, "Oh no, this was such a small piece, and you know, like I wanted to donate to this Project Loaf. I find it very interesting." And I'm like, "I love you, Van, and I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. But this next one I'm gonna have you do, I'm like, Van, I'm going to pay you." You are going to be paid. But yeah, Van, if you're gonna tell me that you are familiar with 3D, like 3D modeling and 3D animation, first off, where have you been my entire life? And second, that means there's a bigger list waiting. Optical illusion 3D, let me send you something, mostly meme, but you will understand what I mean. Okay. Oh, Panda, that's Shira? Oh, I thought that was just the high wind. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That's clever. There's no high wind in Advent Children? Bro, my brain just exploded. I swear I thought that was the high wind. Wow, man, that is some crazy. Yeah, in terms of pixels, like pixel sprites, I need you. This will be perfect for what I need. Not to say that I need like a 3D, like optical illusion 3D, but the sprites you've shown me so far are like, yes. But I stand by what I sent you in Discord. Oh yeah, let me check that out. Okay, hang on. Oh my god. That's funny, Dark. But it's funny, Haywire does in fact have a voice. The troll and roll game, that's the most apt area that you hear her voice, like her speaking. Okay, is this a good? Ooh, yeah, I kind of like that. Wow. Yeah, Taylor just showed me the last piece I did for him with his Skulldog. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely see the improvement. And people don't believe me when I say that's less than 100 frames? Wow. Dude, Van, I am totally game. I am 100% game. Like, you do what you think is best, and my jaw will probably hit the floor and start drooling all over the place and be like, oops, sorry. Yeah. So I wanted to talk with you, since we're kind of like talking about Project Loaf a little bit here. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on something, and I don't know how I'm gonna word this exactly because it's gonna be like semi no context. But I'm thinking, not right now, but I'm thinking maybe during the summer. So you know how I'm doing this animation where I want your guys' sonas to be a part of that animation sequence that I'm working on. I had this idea, but I'm 50-50 on it, and the reason I'm 50-50 on it is because, well, I guess I would want your guys' take on it, because my biggest concern, I guess, is I don't want it to sound like I'm looking for free art, right? Like that's not my intention. So here's my idea, and you guys tell me if it's a good or a bad idea. So in Project Loaf, and I know this is kind of spoilery, but I need to spoiler it because it would require your guys' input. So there's gonna be a section of Project Loaf where Loaf is celebrating with us with a bunch of cinnamon rolls. And so I thought it would be kind of cool if, like, maybe during the summer, I'm like, if you guys want to, you guys can try to draw or sketch out an art piece with you and Loaf celebrating together with like a cinnamon roll, at least one cinnamon roll somewhere in the scene. And then what I'd love to do is turn that into a collage for this giant animated sequence that I'll be putting together, and it would be all of your guys' drawings of this particular scene, and just to see like all the different art styles, all the different like ways that you guys interpret Like, what does it look like if you and Loaf were celebrating, I don't know, something together, where cinnamon rolls were like the main, like the I don't want to say birthday cake because it's not like the celebration is not a birthday. But the idea behind it is just like to get you guys involved in Project Loaf as like, dude, this is what I like, my piece is being displayed in this giant event. But do you see where like I'm kind of like having problems with like saying, yeah, yes, this is an absolutely great idea, because like I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm looking for free art from you guys, because that's not the intention. I just thought it would be something cool and something where it's like you guys can, you know, it's almost like what I'm going for is like, could you ever fathom like going to like a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie or like, I don't know, some big name movie, and then your name was in the end credit sequence? Like, I would lose my mind. I'd be like, dude, you guys, like, whether the movie was crap or not, like, I would take all my friends just so that I can show them, like, dude, that's my name up there. Like, I helped with this. And like, that's the spirit of like where the idea came from, is like for you guys to have that moment where like you could show people like, look, dude, there's my work up there. Like, it's actually in this giant Project Loaf, and like I did that. And but again, like, I don't know if that would be weird or like perceived weird, because like I get that too. So I think your framing of it is incorrect. I don't think it this year anyways you could 100% include that. However, if you set up a channel like the Send Gift Art channel, where they could be added into Project Loaf, your celebration piece here section. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, like opening up a channel like Gift Art for Loaf. Now I want to paint a cinnamon roll for this. So like what? Okay, so but you guys let me know. Does that sound like something cool, or does that just come off as weird? I'm asking for free art to fan art submissions. Well, okay, wait. So let me. I think your framing of it is incorrect. I don't think this year anyway. Oh yeah. So yeah, like I would. Yeah, I think it would be unfair. Like maybe like in the future or something. Send Gift Art channel where they could be added into the Project Loaf, your celebration piece here. Okay. Yeah, because I absolutely don't want it to come off as like, oh, I'm asking for free art, because that's again like not how I came up with this idea. So I think I'll think on it some more. You add people's gift art in the art museum? Yes. Yeah, so yeah, so maybe let me think. I would have to come up with an evolution system. Let me write this down really quickly. Hang on. So Let me put it in the future implementation. So future implementation. In Sammy, create a formula that create a formula that is dynamic such that the rotation of art pieces can be sped up or slowed down depending on how many low gift art pieces there are. And then have that displayed or a redacted for the redacted celebration in project low. Okay. Yeah, so that way, if I could create a dynamic formula for when and how images get swapped out, like in the gallery. So like the first project loaf would probably just have one, the piece I will do for this redacted celebration. And then that way when it gets to that part, it just shows my image. But as Project Loaf grows and evolves after its first debut, we can have it so that more gift art pieces can be implemented into said celebration. And then this dynamic formula would then switch up the timing as needed. I think that's a good idea. Open up a channel a month or two in advance. Well, I would open it up. I would probably just leave it open. I would probably leave it open and then allow even allow for updating. So like, let's say Panda, for example, you're like, oh, I want to do this gift art piece for Loaf. And then you do it, and then like 3 years later, you're like, I want to go back to that piece and update it. Like, then you would just resubmit it in that gift art channel and just be like, hey Sen, like I want this updated, and I'll be like, oh, I got you, fam. And then that way the next time we go through Project Loaf, we get to that celebration, your most recent one will be displayed. I like this idea. Okay. Again, like if I go through with this idea, then that's how I would do it. But yeah, I'd have to. I don't want to commit to it just yet, because I think you're right, Panda. I think it requires a little bit more with like the feedback that's been given to me. I think I'd want to like soak it all in and see if I can come up with something else. But that's like the prevailing idea right now. Panda for communications director. Do you guys see why I treasure Panda? Like the fact that he gives such great feedback. Dang, I need quick. Someone push me in. Don't tell Sen. Shh, I won't see any. I won't tell Sen. Because I think it's a cute idea. It needs a year or two to bake community-wise so people can make their own fan doodles with loaf celebrating. That's also true, Panda. Like, I could also... So I'm planning on doing my own piece. And then I can share with you guys, like, my example. And then you guys can see how it would be utilized in Project Loaf when we first... Like, the first year Project Loaf debuts. Now you're giving me ideas. Actually, Panda is definitely an executive officer. Got an executive officer trash can. Nova, hi, how are you doing? Okay, yeah, so I put that in future implementation, or maybe I should do R&D, but we'll just leave it in the future implementation section. So, let's do... So, here's what I'm gonna try to paint. And hopefully I don't flub it up. Wait, this is... Dark Hollow. Darn it, it's Dark Passage. Dark Hollow is in artisan world. I like it, just my only issue is the brigade doesn't know anything what it looks like. It'd be like making awesome fan art for my hero, but not seeing the... But the first season is still being created. You know what, Panda? I never thought of it like that. And I think that's why my brain sees it as weird. Because you're right. Like, I'm asking like, would this be a good idea to do fan art of something that isn't even in existence yet? Shinobi, hi! You can't see my paw beans, but I'm grabbing all that love and I'm stuffing it safely into my fur. Okay, so let's do this here. So we're gonna do some coloring here. Okay. Don't know how I'm feeling. Well, we'll just keep layering. See, what I found out about doing gemstones is it's all about layering. Layering color, layering stuff together. Doing like blocky shapes at the moment. Nico, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, so then we're gonna do... So it's been a hot minute since I've done a gemstone before. The last time I seriously did a gemstone and tried to do it with the detail that I'm going with tonight was actually back in my IMVU days, where I hand painted the three spiritual stones. So I first modeled them in 3D, and then I went and hand painted the gems, and they're probably still to this day some of my best work when it comes to emulating gemstone color. Luna, hi! Yay! Me's doing good, just relaxing. Oh man, that's what we're kind of doing over here too. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if this is dark enough. I think I might need to like go in and darken it a little bit more. But we'll see. Especially right here. I feel like this should go darker. But for now, let's kind of line it up. We need like a yellow. I'm gonna get yellow in there. So I think we should put some yellow based on some of the coloring I'm seeing in these gemstones. I think we should go some yellow here. I don't know if I want to go red either. I think I'm gonna stick with the yellows, orange, and red orange. I think that's what is gonna capture this really well. Oh my goodness, this is very interesting. Oh my god. Dark! Dark, thank you. I almost said hi. You broke my brain. You were 55 tier 1 subs. Wow. Dark, thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm definitely liking this yellow. Where else to put it? Maybe we put some of the yellow up here. Not a lot. And I don't want to do too much yellow either. Like the yellow should be more of like a accent highlight. Oh my goodness. Vol, thank you for the 200 biddies. Wow! Thank you guys. A lot. And now we're gonna get some orange in here. We're gonna see how orange fits here. I could be messing this whole thing up, but I think it's coming out well so far. Oh my goodness, Dark! Thank you so much for gifting another tier 1 sub, this time to Nova specifically! Wow! I think I want a little orange down here. Yeah, this is definitely reading as a fire crystal, and I'm digging it already. Okay, I think we should always pair the yellows with an orange. I think that's what should be happening here. And then I want a pale yellow. For like the shine, so I definitely want pale yellow right here. Dark! Thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Luna as well! Wait, did we start a hype train? Dark, thank you! God.
And here we're just drawing a little fire crystal right now. Okay, hang on. I think what I want to do is I want to... something like that, like a really nice highlight spot. Put a highlight spot down here. I don't know, I feel like there should be like a little high. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. A little highlight spot there. There's something missing here. I feel like maybe we should have like a highlight spot here. But then also I feel like should probably have like an orange. Orange something or another, and then maybe, okay, hang on. I think we need to go dark, like really dark right here. I'm thinking like super dark right here. And then maybe like super dark here. I think we need to start blending some of this stuff together too. Does the fire crystal taste spicy? That's a great question. I don't know. Probably? I feel like it's time for hyping it up. Wait, Gato, what do you mean? Okay, let's try to use the no, not smudge tool. Okay. Again, I don't know if this is gonna look any good, but we're gonna try it out anyways. A high train? Oh, you guys made it to level 3. Holy moly. I don't know how I'm feeling about the... I think I need to smooth this out a little bit. No, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of getting lost in the sauce here. Yeah, maybe instead of the brush tool, maybe we try the blur tool. We'll see. Strength, can we go like max it out? I feel like we're gonna have to do like a little bit of both. I think we're gonna have to do the smudge and the blur tool. Okay, hang on. The smudge tool like grabs and grips color a lot better than the blur tool. I like the smearing. Then we'll have this come up like that, maybe. Something along those lines. Maybe. Oh, didn't mean to like cross the streams there. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe, oh, and then I gotta blur all this. Like, this needs to be blurred, smudged together. Yeah, see how it gives that kind of like fire effect? I think that's it's gonna do me good here. And then we need to smudge all of this. Move this up. Then smudge this. Smudge that. This. Okay. Licking every crystal you come across? That's a good question, Paul. Maybe there's a licking epidemic. Okay, and then let's go to this blur tool. Let's see if we can. We might have to blur sideways or smudge sideways. Like, the last thing I wanted to do is to look like fur, which I think is kind of what it's doing right now. I don't know, maybe I added too many colors. Or maybe I just haven't detailed it enough. Okay, hang on, let me try something. Blur, Gaussian blur. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna start like detailing it. I don't think it's half bad, but I think we just need to detail it a little bit. Let me try that. Let me try doing that. So maybe we get like a yellow? Maybe not that yellow. Oh, wait a minute. We need to reduce this down like a lot. Okay. Something along those lines. What if we just turn off this? Okay. I think I need to add some white here too. But that is definitely too much. I don't know. Gammon, hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Nova, you're heading to bed. Have a wonderful night's sleep, Nova. I don't know. Let me, hang on. Let me see if I could do some effects on it. And then we'll do like an outer glow. Of a yellow. Oh god, that scared me. Hello, Ray! Okay. Yeah, oh, I see. Well, too bad Panda wasn't there to see that one. Hi, Ray. Hello, everybody. How was art? Ray, what were you arting? Welcome on in, everybody. So we are doing, as you could tell, a fire crystal right now. It's getting there. I feel like there's, I don't know how I feel about the white-ish colors that I put on it earlier. So we're working on a fire crystal right now. I was in ads. Oh no, ads. Kusa, hello. How are you doing? We did a Skulldog earlier, a little Skulldog sketch. That art, ooh, I'll have to see that later. And now, oh my, oh Kusa. So wait, Kusa, were you guys both drawing on the same canvas? Chip, hi Chip, how are you doing? But yeah, so we're kind of working on something for our whatchamacallit. So I'm working on this giant project. I call it Project Loaf. It is going to be the craziest thing I've ever done on this channel. And this is one of the assets I need for the event, is a fire crystal. So we have, just to show off all of them. So we have a fire crystal, a water crystal, an earth crystal, and a wind crystal. Flare, hi, how are you doing? That guy kind of looks familiar, doesn't he? Yeah, in case you guys don't know, this is GD Taylor's Skulldog, known as Mythic. And then I was showing off some... Oh, I already closed it. Darn it. So, GD Taylor is a fursuit maker. Very long-time friend of mine. Very long-time friend. And he specializes in doing Skulldog fursuits and Protogen fursuits. But yeah, so this is what we're doing tonight. I don't know, there's something... Ooh. That looks interesting. Oh. Maybe that makes it too bloody. But I want to see what happens when I Whoa. Yeah, no, not feeling it. I guess that could work. I'm gonna say no to it right now. So yeah, I think I need to work on the whites here. I think I went a little bit too crazy with them. This one I think is fine. It's at the 4. Let's go. I love these. Right, you are getting so much better. It's crazy. But yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Sorry, I'm getting super distracted. So yeah, we are working on the fire crystal tonight because with my Project Loaf, I am in desperate need of creating and finishing this crystal. The water, earth, and wind ones can come later because I do not have their sequence done yet. So yeah, that's what we're currently working on. But yeah, I'm gonna see about maybe going a little less crazy with the... Oh, this song, dude, I love this song. Be a little less crazy with the white. Maybe just doing something like that. Just something. Yeah, like having it come to... Oh wait, we're pushing too much color down there. Okay. So yeah, we've been working with a myriad of different tools tonight, but mostly the smudge and see that looks a little bit better. I feel. Am I seeing you Sunday? Yes, you should. Ray, are you going? I'm so excited. CJ, hi. But yes, Ray, you have a wonderful wonderful night. Yeah, we're gonna go to K-Spa together. I'm super excited. But yeah, have a wonderful night, Ray. I look forward to seeing you. Hi, CJ. Oh, and anybody coming in from Ray's stream, if you have to raid and dash to do some post-stream care, absolutely get some post-stream care in. We're probably gonna be only live for maybe like another 15-20 because I myself have to get to bed for work in the morning. But this has been a lot of fun, and you guys have given me a lot to think about in terms of some of those ideas. For those that are in fact sticking around, I invite you to do ! roll call in chat. You'll get signed in with your very own Brushtail Brigade guild card. Has your amazing profile pictures on it. There's a bunch of other fun information as well. Primarily related to LoquestQuest, which is our JRPG that is at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so let's do. Oh, where's my? Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna push this down here like this. I think that looks good. Along those lines. I think I'm gonna try pushing the color upward here. Kind of mess around with it, see what works, what doesn't work. I love one of the things I love with the smudge tool is just pushing color around. It is super satisfying. I imagine this is what painters feel like if I was a painter. Okay, so put this down. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is I want to kind of try to like maybe push some of this color up a little bit and then fade it with this orange. Yeah. I want a much more. I think that works. I don't think I've been getting enough of the gradient of the colors. Going on. Okay. So I'm kind of digging that there's like a painterly effect going on with these so far. I think I'm gonna try pushing some of this color down too. To form a little bit better of a gradient. Push the color. There we go. Something along those lines. Yeah. I don't know. It's still screaming a little flat. And I don't know exactly why yet, but I'm sure I will come up with something. It's definitely looking a lot better though, I will say. I feel like also we should probably like get some of this color more down here, push this down a little bit. Down this way. Yes. DJ. Never thought I'd be painting with you guys on Art and Chill. I feel like I'm straight up painting right now. With the pushing and the pulling of the colors. Is this what a painter is supposed to feel like right now? I always said I always hated painting because I didn't understand it. But if this is what painting is, like smudging colors around until it gets kind of like the exact color schemes that I'm looking for. Not bad. I wanna push some of this down. Like squiggle, 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 squiggle. Along those lines. Not bad, actually. I still feel like there's... I don't know, maybe too much yellow going on up in here. Maybe squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Push some of this way. Whew. Okay. Sounds like EP saying, "Don't feel bad. I'm in the same boat." Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Also, I think let me try something here. Oh wait, that's with the detail. No, I need in a line. I don't know how I feel about there's like a hint of orange, or sorry, yellow. I think maybe I want to soften it up until something that's not so harshly yellow. Get along those lines. What the? Is there a piece right down there? Oops. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Part of me kind of is vibing with the painterly look that I got going on for this thing. I think I need to do more here and a little bit more here and definitely more here. But everywhere else I think is pretty solid. Just a touch. Let me see here. Ro, hello. Good morning from the UK. Good morning. Let me see here. What can I do? Oops, wait, hold on. I have the outside. We might do it that way. But let's try radiant. What if we do like a fiery type of a gradient? So it would be like Oops. And then the I don't know. This could be like completely like, no, this is the dumb idea. Might as well see if this works. I don't know, man. Let's see without the stroke. Hold on. Maybe what I'm not liking is that I don't know, I can kind of see that working. I'll have to sit on it. It's not too long getting ready for eye review, hoping I don't need treatment. Big hugs. Bro, I'm sending you big hugs right now. I hope that everything goes well, because that sounds mildly horrifying. I don't, I would feel pretty trepid. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Hey. Yeah, I don't like that it's radial though. That's the thing I'm like, having issues with. I don't know, I'm having... Huh. Yeah, I guess we just stick with the the normal color. And then maybe do like a red orange hue. I kind of vibe with it. Oh, let me just do something here. Yeah, maybe we go more of these colors. What is this one at? 15, 85, 50. Maybe not as harsh of a red though. Maybe we go that orange, or maybe red would work. A deep crimson red. What is it now? Okay, maybe we just go a touch darker. What do we do reflected? This is the stroke. No, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let's try an inner glow. Let's see how this works. So maybe we do like a blasting yellow. What's the other one? Screen. Okay, we were doing screen. I don't know. I kind of. It's very subtle, but it kind of pops. Well, what if we make it a more pale? More pale yellow. I think a pale yellow works a little bit nicer. I still need to work on this and maybe a little here, because I like the kind of the painterly effect that I accidentally went with here. Yeah, this isn't bad. Okay. I mean, that is where we're gonna have to pause it there, but I think it works. Oh. Because when you see this, like, do you guys see magma by any chance? I'd say so. Okay. It's like I definitely especially with those two, like, I guess 3, like this. Where's my, like, this very earthy, very magma-y, this, which I really need to work on. Like this could be better. I think I'll push this down a little bit more. And then this, I think we need to, like, just a little bit. This one, I think this one, I think I'm just gonna have to be subtle about. I think we add a little orange down here. We push down this a little bit further. Maybe add like a dark, a little bit of dark up there. Maybe add a little orange right here, just a smidge. But yeah, I think this works for what I needed to do. I kind of dig it. can't wait to look. I can't wait to see what the other crystals will look like too. I think that's what we'll do for next week too. I think we'll focus on the crystals. So water crystal is next, earth after, and then wind after that. But yeah, cool. We're almost there with the fire crystal, and then I can include it in Fantastic number 1. And then I need to come up with how Loaf gets this crystal. So, you know what I'm thinking? I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but like what keeps coming into my brain is when Mario gets a shine sprite. That's what I'm kind of thinking with Loaf getting this fire crystal, is like have some kind of silly, like Loaf got a fire crystal or something, and then it'd be like yippee, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that. But my brain is beginning to say like, hey, I need to get some sleep. So yeah, the more I stare at this, it's like, I swear to you guys, I wasn't trying for a painterly effect. The idea, the actual original idea was to get within the realm of hyperrealism, which I know I don't do very often, if at all. And I think I'm gonna forego that. I think I'm gravitating towards what I've done here. Okay, anyways. So, let us go find a raid target for the evening. And then I will get off to bed. Let's see here. Let me close out of this. Where is Firefox? Firefox. Alright, so we're gonna go to Twitch. Open up Twitch here. The song. Alright, so we are gonna head on over. We're gonna. Oh, somebody's drawing a giant raccoon. Cool. So we're gonna go right over to our good friend Scintilla, who I am also going to K-Spot with this weekend. He is drawing a giant, muscularly amazing raccoon. So right up our alley. And it looks like he's doing Art Box, which is his art co-stream with Connor. So let's get the raid set up here. So Scintilla is the raid target. Send notes, as is tradition with our art and chill streams. Here. Part of me is like, part of me wants to be like, at the gates of hell, a Skulldog and a fire crystal, but I think that's long-winded. Let's see here. The heat. I'm so bad at being witty. Petta, do you enjoy my witticisms?
What is the raid message? From fire and brimstone comes a Skulldog. Is Skulldog one word or is it two separate words? Error, not a number. Comes a Skulldog and a fire crystal. I think it's one word, right? Skulldog? Taylor, are you still with us? Art thou still here? I think it's one word. That looks right. So I'm gonna go with it. It's immune. It's immune. Okay, so that'll be our raid message. From fire and brimstone comes a Skulldog and a fire crystal. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my babbling, and I hope you enjoyed watching me work on this fire crystal, because this was a true pleasure to work on. I'm really happy with how it came out. We're not done with it. We're gonna finalize it next week, but look forward to a water crystal come next Thursday. Wait, maybe next Thursday. Maybe I might be taking a week off of stream, per the suggestion of my my therapist. So I'll keep you guys posted. If I do take it next week and not the following week, then we'll be back doing more crystal work 2 Thursdays from now. All of his best jokes are gone. Blue, yeah, you entered at the end of the stream. Sorry about that. We're gonna head off to I'm gonna head off to bed. But come join us. We're gonna be heading over to our good friend Scintilla, who I will be hanging out with this weekend at K-Spa. So I'm excited. All right, you guys. I should be back tomorrow for some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The goal is to try to get through more of Nibel, like explore more of Nibelheim. Well, no, Nibel, not Nibelheim, and then maybe like get to Nibelheim tomorrow. But the goal is exploration. Lives across the street from you for me being late. That lives across the street from you for me being late. Oh no. All right, you guys have a wonderful night's sleep. I shall talk to you all tomorrow. Until then, be amazing, get a good night's sleep, and definitely get some food if you haven't gotten some food yet. If it's not too late. If it's late for you guys, then no food. You should not have food 2 hours before you go to bed. So night, you guys. Love you all. Catch you guys tomorrow for Pizza Friday. Bye.